We need to be careful. We need to be careful of the people that we talk to, the people we tell secrets to. We must be very careful with the people that we tell our secrets to, the people we call our friends, the people we allow access to and give intimate things about us. We must be careful because this thing called friendship, it's like change. It is not constant. Friendship is never constant. If you're lucky to have a friend that becomes a lifelong friend, it's good for you. You just gained a treasure. But this thing called friendship is not constant. It changes. A person can be your friend today and you wake up in the next morning and that person is your worst enemy. Like, this can be a person that you hold hands with together and pray. I've been in situations where the people I once held hands with to pray, to say, join me in prayer, agree with me on this, are the same people that I kneel down to pray against. I don't know if you understand. So the person that you think that you are praying with right now can become the same very person you are praying against. So be very careful. You don't want to give your enemies the information about you that they will use to battle you in the future. You don't want to give your lookalike friends the same information that he would use to battle with you tomorrow when he becomes your enemy. So be very careful with the kind of information regarding yourself, regarding your spouse, regarding your children, regarding your family, regarding your pursuit that you divulge to your friends. Be careful. You must learn how to be quiet because the days we are in, friends are easily turning to enemies. A lot of people are frenemies. They are people who act as friends, but they are not really your friend. You see that? So you must be careful with the information you are giving this person now. So God is asking you to be very careful with your speech. Be very careful with the words that you are saying, the secret that you are revealing to people right now. Be careful with them. You can wake up one morning and that best friend is no more your best friend. So the information that you give to that person, as at the time when the person was your best friend, that person can use it in turn to work against you. You don't want to give Satan the information that he would use to battle you in your future. God is asking you to be quiet about what he is doing for you right now. There's a breakthrough that's coming for you, but God wants you to be quiet about it, to allow it to manifest, Don't be a lousy person. Don't be someone who want to talk about it. Don't be so quick to want to share it with your people, to want to share it with your loved ones. God is saying, allow that miracle to mature. Allow that miracle to mature, because the person you think is a close friend, person could be someone you think is always there for you, but God is saying, be careful. You know, some people can be there for you at a time where you are down, but they become very much envious of you at the time when you are up. Understand this very well. A lot of people can be your best friend when you have nothing. A lot of people do not have a problem watching you cry and patting your back and consoling you and being there for you when you have nothing. But when the miracles that you begin to pray about start coming to you, how many of these friends are still able to stand by you and celebrate? Some people have no problem to mourn with you, but a lot of them have envious and jealous spirit to celebrate with you. Some people are quick to say, oh, I'm sorry about what happened to you. But some are not happy when you are in your congratulation period. Some of them can be there for you at the most worst period of your life, but they are not comfortable when they see you rising. You have to be careful. There's some of the people who were there with you when you had the heartbreak, when you lost that child, when you had that problem. But when you are about to celebrate, when you relocate, when you have a new job, when you do this, how happy are they for you? People don't want to be envious of you, but sometimes, the spirit of envy is just within them and they've not been able to deal with it. So when they find you in a situation, that spirit just comes up within them. Jealousy comes up within them and they don't even know how to handle it. And sometimes some of them just go with the flow of how that spirit is manipulating them. And that spirit is the spirit of the devil. They have not been able to to curb it, and they haven't had any reason for that spirit to express itself. But when they find a situation, or maybe they see another friend being blessed, you see the spirit just begins to manipulate and wants to control them and make them do stuff that necessarily or on their own they wouldn't even find themselves doing it. But because Satan has roots in that person, there is a depth of that jealousy inside that person. You begin to see that envy and jealousy just begins to manifest. So you must be careful. You could be looking at the person's face and it's looking like he's smiling at you, but truly the intent of that person's heart may not be smiling at you. It's another scenario where you have people who cannot be happy for you when you are celebrating, but they want to be there when you are mourning. Yes. So you must be careful of the things you tell people, the access you give to people, the messages you post. Even when you post on your status, you must be careful. When you show that celebration on your social media platforms, you must be careful. People who can not celebrate with you when you are having a good day, but they only come around when you are having a worst moment. Yeah. You must also be very careful of such people. Let me give you an example. I have a very close friend who came to report an issue to me. She told me about a friend of her who was always checking up on her status. When she was getting married, this friend never sent her a congratulation note. When she gave birth, this friend never sent her a congratulation note. When she got a job, when things that were good were happening in her life, she never got any congratulation note from this friend. But there was one particular day where she had an accident and then she posted it on her status. This, in short, it was not even up to 1 minute before this friend quickly typed and said, "How did it happen?" She didn't even say, "Thank God you were safe." She just, "How did it happen?" That was the first sentence. And this lady was shocked because this is the same friend who never makes a reaction when she posts on her status, especially when she posts a good day. And she came to me and I told her, you have to be very careful of this friend, because how can she not speak to you on any of your happy days? And the day you posted about the accident that you were in, she made a comment. So some of us need to be careful about friends like that. People who are just waiting to hear that something bad happened to you. There are some friends like that. They're quite envious of you. They're just hoping that they hear something bad about you so they can say, "Oh, something that's happened to her, she's not the only one." There are some friends that are threatened by your success. Note this, some friends are threatened by your success. So you need to be very, very careful. God is asking that you should be careful with your speech. Be careful with the information you're giving to people, because friendship is not constant. It changes. The person you are praying with today can be the same person you are praying against tomorrow. So please be careful of the information you give to people, because you don't want to give people the knife that they would use to cut you down. I hope that this word helps you and becomes a blessing to someone. If you have not joined me on this group, please do hit on the subscribe button and hit on the like button so it can get to many people. God bless you.